Welcome to Hangover Reviews. This is part 2 of my Living Dead series review. I'll put a thing to the other part link. I'll put a link to part 1 somewhere. This week it's Land, Diary and Survival of the Dead. Land of the Dead was released in 2000-5, I think. It's about a group of survivors living in a sort of fucked up society ran by a rich guy played by Dennis Hopper, and John Leguizamo and The Mentalist are in it. This was the first time that John Leguizamo and Dennis Hopper worked together since Super Mario Bros. Don't think The Mentalist was in that one, but I can't even remember his name, so I can't be entirely sure. This one had this cool opening sequence recap thing that I liked a lot, which is good as well because there's a long time between Day of the Dead and this one, but George A. Romero definitely still had it. He continues to innovate and shows the progression of the zombies and their intelligence that started in Day of the Dead. Also continues the trend of the movies in this series having different settings and tones, and I feel like this movie has the best acting of the series, which isn't hard, but it should be noted. In particular, I thought the scenes with John Leguizamo and The Mentalist were good. For a hangover, this one is not good. It has a lot more jump scares than the previous entries. It also has a ton more guns and explosions even than Day of the Dead. Diary of the Dead was released in 2007. It's a found footage movie about the start of the zombie outbreak and some film students caught up in it. This movie is very different from the rest of the series yet again. It feels more like a modern horror movie than it does a George A. Romero movie, which is why I didn't like it so much. That, and I just didn't find the story very interesting. But what is good about it, and what it does have in common with other Romero movies, is it has a message about the current state of society thrown in with the zombies and dynamite toting Amish guys. Being a found footage movie just about rules this one out for hangover viewing alone. There's just far too much camera movement. That combined with brutal deaths and jump scares mean I'm definitely not going to tell you to watch this one with a hangover. Survival of the Dead was released in 2009. It picks up the story of a minor character from Diary. A National Guard guy and his team end up on this island of feuding families. Also there's zombies. This one deals with ideas of paranoia and long-term feuds really well. The plot is definitely one of the more interesting stories in the series. There's also some decent acting in this one. Alan Van Sprang is good in the lead role. The rest of the cast are alright, but they're not really worth mentioning. Survival is a lot less jump scary than Land and Diary, but it's equally as gory, and there's a lot of gunfire again. So unsurprisingly, it's not ideal for a hangover. Out of these three, I'm going to say because of the lack of jump scares and a relatively static camera, that Survival of the Dead is the best for a hangover. Like I said, it's not ideal, but it is the best option here. Out of the whole series, I'll still say Night of the Living Dead is your best bet. You can watch part 1 if you haven't to find out why. That's the review for this week. If you liked it, subscribe for a new video every Sunday. Again, this one was suggested by Ronnie. If you have a suggestion, you can leave it in the comments, tweet me at Hangover Reviews, get me the Hangover Reviews Facebook page, or email me at hangoverreviews@gmail.com. Have a zombie-free hangover.